What is he doing to my feet?
She brought the squirrel in here. It's now under behind your chair.
Yeah, that's it. When she tossed at me, I think she wanted me to toss it back to her.
It's good to have a dog that actually plays with her toys.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Keita, you're closer to me than Max was. You made him jealous, I think, didn't you? What now? You're not going to talk at all? Hmm? You know, me and you, we're going to go out for a you know what tomorrow morning because the weather's starting to get half decent. Oh. Well, guys, I ordered this huge cargo carrier for the Jeep. It's a Motkins. I think it's something. No, it's pronounced Mochkins. Yeah, Mochkins XXL. I'm looking at it on Amazon. It's 72 inches long.
I'm the Peggy. I ate the rest of the whole squad here.
No, I bought them for you, hon.
I like these little containers.
Yeah, they're nice. It's 72 inches long, 36 inches wide, and 6 inches high. The e-bike from center axle to center axle, the wheelbase is 60 inches. That's why I had to get this thing that's so big. So from tip to tire, from tip to front tire to tip to rear tire, I think it's 68 inches long. The e-bike is long that way. And now I have a e-bike carrier, guys, but I need something also going to carry our luggage because I don't want nothing in the back, but maybe some food. And that's about it. You know, because when we go down there, we bring enough food in case if we have an emergency, because you never know what's going to happen. It's like last year, a week after we left, there was a big flood down there where there was literally people sitting on the highway for 24 hours. So that's why I go down there prepared. You know, we'll bring enough food with us for a day, especially since my wife, I could survive a day or two without food. But see, since my wife is a type 2 diabetic, she has to have food. So we're going to bring like Nutri-Grain bars. We're going to bring Pop-Tarts, a few sandwiches, and we're going to bring water. Water for the dog, or not dog, Keita. I don't like calling her a dog. We're going to have water for Keita and water for us, and we'll have pop for us. So we'll basically have enough food and water for us for at least 2 days. Okay, whenever you go on a trip, you gotta be ready for all that stuff. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck. And not to mention the money you need, you have to bring with you. So that's why I got that cargo carrier, because I'm not going to ride the e-bike down there every day. But I'm going to make a couple nice videos of riding the e-bike on Beach Road, and I might also go up to the other end, which is mostly all trees. You know, plus I'm gonna go with the wife and the dog. We're gonna go cruising around, and we're gonna go cruising around. I'm not taking the Jeep on the beach. You can up in Corolla, but you have to let like 50% of the air out of your tires. You know, and I'm not going through all that, guys. I'm not taking that on the beach. this may be the last time we're going to go there. Might be the very last time, or the next to last time, because it's just getting too dangerous to drive on that 64 and that 270 and that 95 and 495. It's just getting too dangerous. So this might be the last time. So anyway, I got that. I got that cargo carrier, and I also have a ramp to lift the e-bike. I could push it up the ramp, and it'll go on the cargo carrier. The cargo carrier doesn't come with a ramp, but I bought a ramp for Keita, and it's rated at 200 pounds. So I can use the ramp also for to get the e-bike up on that cargo carrier. So I was going to buy a drop hitch, maybe like an 8 or 10 inch drop hitch, but I'm not doing that. That ramp will serve the purpose of that. And what I'll do is I should be getting that tomorrow, Thursday or Friday. I'll put it on, and I'll get the e-bike up on top of the ramp there. I'll show you guys what it's going to look like on top of the ramp, and what it takes to get the e-bike on top of that ramp. Now there was a biker fight down in Florida. Most of you probably know that by now. You know, that's why I don't go to these rallies. There's a lot of rallies up here where there's there's 1%er motorcycle clubs, and some of the guys are okay, some aren't. The main problem with these clubs of today, especially the very large motorcycle clubs, is a lot of the guys that join that, a lot of the guys that are members, they automatically think that they have to make trouble. And that's not how it should be. Shouldn't be like that, guys. Should not be like that. When they see another biker or another motorcycle club member, they should be friendly. That's how it was in the old days. In old days, everybody go along. And today you have a lot of these kids. Man, I look like them. I just ate two, guys. I just ate this one. My belly looks like a basketball. A lot of these new guys of today, that's what they think. They think that you have to do this in order to be part of the club. And that isn't how it goes. For many of them, they're gone. They're too far gone. You going to lay down? Okay, she's going to lay down. And that's just bad. It's not good. I'd love to go to some of these motorcycle rallies, but you have people that go there. They think that they have to be this badass, and they have to act like that. And actually, that's not how it is. Guys, I got to give you another shot of her. Keita, man, you're too far away. It's going to hurt my back to bend over like this. Oh, my God. Boy, look at that fur. She's so furry. All right, Keita. Keita, I got to continue with the video, honey. Okay? I love you. I love you. All right, guys, let me show you the tool bag that I made a long time ago. I'm going to put this on the Harley. Basically, it opens. It opens like that. And this is all laced with rawhide. This is I think this is 14-ounce rawhide, so it's like real thick, strong rawhide. And there's a lot of fringe on it. I'm not going to even dye this, but what I am going to do, I might take these dragon teeth off, or I might leave them on. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll look on Amazon. I'll see if there's some kind of other studs, because these are screw on. And the way this works is you get a strap, you put a strap through here, and the strap goes in the back. That's how it works. And then I have these holes here cut out, and we're going to put this on the front. You know where that light bar is on the front of on the Heritage? This is going to strap right to this, and I'll be able to put my jumper inside here. My jumper, and it has a set of cables. Everything should fit inside this. Maybe a couple small tools. You know, I might dye it black in the future. What'll happen is I'll have to take the fringe off, and if I dye the fringe, I got to do each one individually. And as you can see, guys, there's like what, maybe 100 strands of fringe on here. It'll take a while. So I want to continue talking about the big motorcycle clubs. A lot of those guys, when they run across someone that's not in the club, they automatically think that they think they're being looked down on. You know, so in other words, let's say, for instance, I'm in a 1% motorcycle club, which I'm not, but let's say, for instance, I am. Okay. Now I run across somebody, just a regular Joe on another motorcycle. Most of the guys like me, we're going to think that the regular Joe thinks that I'm into dealing drugs, prostitution, you know, and I'm just generally a troublemaker. You know, so that's what I'm going to think the regular Joe thinks, and this is how everything gets off on a bad foot. Most of them aren't like that. You know, you can go to a rally and you can talk to a 1% motorcycle club member about their bike. You can talk about bikes. Most of them aren't like that. To automatically assume that they're like that is also wrong. But you know, see, I don't think like that. But what I'm saying is, your average Joe is going to think like that, and that's why most of these guys that belong in these big clubs, they just have a mean attitude because they know that most of the general public is looking down on them. When I worked for the city of Pittsburgh, I worked with a guy who was Black American. He was involved in a bank robbery in Buffalo, New York. Okay, he got caught. His first name was Dave. He passed away a long time ago. He probably passed away, I'd say, about 15 years ago. So, Dave was imprisoned in Attica he was in Attica during the Attica riots. Okay, he was in there for 10 years, and he was one of the shot callers in Attica. He was clean cut, quiet, low keyed, and laid back. And he told me, he said, your average shot caller is not a troublemaker. You would never know that they're a shot caller. He said most of them are nerdy. They're nerdy looking. They're clean cut, laid back, very intelligent, very quiet. And most of your leaders of the 1% motorcycle clubs are like that. They're quiet, they're laid back, they're very intelligent, and they're clean cut. Because, man, that's how, if you want to be successful, that's the route you have to take. You can't be crazy. So, see what you guys and gals see on TV, that's all Hollywood crap. It's all that crap is. It's Hollywood. You know, back in the old days when my father was on a motorcycle, they would get in fights and they would get in shootouts just for fun with other clubs. And they didn't try to hurt each other. They didn't try to shoot at each other. They just basically shot. They would get real shootouts with guns just for the hell of it. You know, it's like what happened down there in Florida, in Daytona. You know, that probably sparked off from these guys just assuming that you know they get off on the wrong foot. You know, and you know, guys with this new administration in Washington, man, you got to really watch yourself because you know these people, man, they're not playing no more. They ain't playing. You know, they're getting a lot of money. They're getting a lot of money to have that to keep that job, and they know no one else will put them in office. So you know they're going to be going after clubs. They're going to be going after anybody they deem is a threat to their job. So you got to really reverse this Billy Badass crap. It just don't work no more. It does not work anymore. That's just a big mistake to go down that route. But that's why I don't go to too many rallies because you run across these people, and most of them are not 1% club members. They're average Joes that think because they're at biker meets, they've got to be a badass. You know, they think that they have to have all the tattoos on, and immediately this makes you a badass like you just come out of prison. And that is not the way to do it. That is not the way to go. The way to go is you go to a rally with an open mind, open eyes, and you just show that you're respecting everybody. Okay, you got to have it on your face that you respect everybody. You don't eyeball someone's woman. You don't eyeball her down. You don't undress her with your eyes. You just keep on your face that you respect everybody that's there. That's how it should be done. you know, and and immediately it's like when I went to Glory Days, I smelled marijuana everywhere. I don't smoke marijuana no more. Why do these people that smoke marijuana, that smoke weed, think that this is what you got to do at these motorcycle events? Man, guys, when I work with Dave, I used to have a metal cigarette carrier packed with joints. I would smoke probably at least 15 to 20 joints with him every day. I used to get so high on marijuana where I actually passed out behind the wheel of my Z28, and I went up on the side of a hill. I woke up and I was like going up the hill like this. I woke up and I came back down. That's how much weed I used to smoke with him. But since I stopped, I don't want no parts. I don't even want to smell marijuana around me. And you go to these motorcycle events, and it's all you smell is people smoking pot. Why do they think that the pot has to go along with motorcycle events? Why can't these people be there for the motorcycles? Why can't they be there for that? All right, yeah, we're going to put this on, guys. I think I have straps. I need 3 straps total. See, I like the fringe, guys. I'm a fringe man. Yeah, I mean, I could dye these. It'll take me some time to dye these, or I can even take them off because these are just, see, they come out. They're just held in with that knot. I could take them all out, and I can just dye the leather. So if I'm not mistaken, I don't think I put super sheen on this, or did I? You know what? If I put super sheen on it, I might not be able to dye it. It does look like it's shiny. What do you think, guys? See how shiny it is? Yeah. And see, once you put super sheen on here, what you have to do is you have to clean this off with acetone in order to get the super sheen off. You get acetone, and you get, like, you put gloves on, well ventilated area, because you don't want to pass off from acetone, and you get like a little sponge, and you wipe the super sheen off. It'll come right off, and then the dye will go inside the leather. It'll dye the leather. Then once you dye, it'll take maybe 3 coats to dye this. Then once the dye is dry, you put super sheen on it again. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And this kind of leather is expensive. This is the real thick leather. It's 14-ounce leather, and I don't, guys. I'll tell you, man, I don't feel like making these. I don't feel like buying $100 leather hide again. That's what this is going to run. It's going to run $100 for a hide that's going to be able to make this. So, all right, yeah, we got that cargo carrier coming in. I wasn't going to take the e-bike down there, but I'm going to try to take it down there. I did send in a little bit more money. I got it chipped down. We still owe $1,400. I got to give them the rest of the money before August. So, like I said, it's tough paying these things off, guys. This is March the 11th today. April, May, June, July. I have 4 months to pay the $1,400 down. So I got to come up with what? 3, 6, 9, 12. I got to come up with at least $350 a month, something like that, to pay that off, and it's going to be tough. It's like in May, I get 3 paychecks. One of those paychecks I have to save for my school tax. Because the actually the first half of my school tax should be coming in a couple weeks. That's like 400 and some bucks, and that's if they didn't raise it. Then after you pay that off, then the big school tax starts. Now, what I'm afraid of is if Trump does away with the Department of Education, because they send money to the state, and the state sends money to the school districts. What I'm afraid of happening is the school districts are going to have to find out ways to get some of that money back. So what they'll do is they'll raise our school, or they'll raise our property tax, which is our school tax. Guys, this is why I want to move out to the forest, man. This is why I want to go to the forest up in Tyneston, Forest County. Forest County is the most affordable county to live in the state of Pennsylvania. That's because there's very little there. You move up here, you better like nature.